In our last video, we talked about troubleshooting IPv4 static routes. Well, we could have IPv6 static routes as well. Let's talk about what's unique about an IPv6 static route. Using this topology, let's see if I can ping from router R1 to the Fast Ethernet 0/1 interface off of R3. Let's see if we can ping its IPv6 address, which is 2004::1. Can I ping that? No, it says I have no valid route for that destination. So I'm guessing if I do a show IPv6 route, I'm not going to have much information there. Now, I haven't dynamically learned anything. Am I even running a dynamic IPv6 routing protocol? Let's see. Let's do a show IPv6 protocols. No, I don't even have an IPv6 routing protocol that I'm running right now. You know what? We can just use a static route for that. Let's see how to set up a static route. When I point to my next hop gateway as part of the static route, I'm going to point to its IPv6 address, but I could use either its link local address or I could use its global unicast address. Let's go see what that address is. Let's go over to R2 and let's do a show IPv6 interface brief command. And my ingress interface, my next hop in other words, is going to be Fast Ethernet 0/0. And I see both the global unicast and the link local address, which is right here, for that interface. Which one should I use? Oh, I can actually use either one. I'm going to use the link local address, though, because there's a special consideration if you use the link local address. I'm going to copy this so I can easily paste it into my configuration on R1. On R1, let's add a static IPv6 route. To do that, I'm going to say IPv6 route. And I want to route to the network of 2004::/64. Now notice what I'm going to do here. I'm going to specify an egress interface on R1, Fast Ethernet 0/0. In addition to that, I'm going to specify that link local address that I got from Fast Ethernet 0/0 on R2. I gave both of them. Why did I give both? Would one not suffice? Well, here's a requirement. If you use the link local address for your next hop gateway in part of your IPv6 static route command, you also need to specify the egress interface. Again, if you're specifying your next hop gateway's link local address, you need to also specify your egress interface. Why? Well, that address is only link local. In other words, you can have the very same address on one of your other router interfaces. That would be perfectly fine, but it would not be perfectly fine if you were using that address to try to make a routing decision. So we're qualifying a little bit. We're saying not only is this the link local address of your next hop gateway, it's available out of this interface. That makes it unique. And now that we've done that, let's take a look at our IPv6 routes. Let's do a show IPv6 route command. Now we see this statically configured route. We're going to go to this link local address on R2, and we're going to get there by going out of Fast Ethernet 0/0. Now let's see if we can ping 2004::1, which is a Fast Ethernet 0/1 on R3. Looks like we dropped one packet. Let's try again. There we go. Yeah, it looks like we're dropping some packets. Something else is going on in the network, it looks like, but we do have connectivity, and we are successfully pinging that interface off of R3 thanks to our manually configured, our statically configured IPv6 route.